Hi, Hind.
Hi, Donna.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Maria.
Oh, good. Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
All good.
Out for nature.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening.
Yes.
How are you?
Dana, how's your daughter?
Hanging in there. Hanging in there. She's like, Mom, that's it. I just want to have the baby today. That's it. I'm like, not up to me.
Yes,
Not up to
of
you. It's not up
course.
to anybody.
The last days are the worst,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. What to do?
And
Hey, when
inshallah,
is
it
her
will be
due
good.
date, Donna?
Sorry. Thank you.
When
Sorry.
is her due date? When
Her
is her due date?
actual due date is March 21st, but
Oh.
Yeah.
her doctor told her it could happen anytime now. And
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna get to March 21st. I don't think. No. She doesn't look like she's gonna get. Doesn't look like there's like it. I feel like it's gonna happen before that. So I hope.
Is it her first time?
Yeah. It's her first baby.
Okay. حبيبتي مبروك.
Yeah, Allah يبارك فيكي. Thank
Mabruk, mabruk.
thank you. How can I help you today, ladies? What's happening? Any questions for me?
Um,
Dana, I'm still didn't introduce animal protein. You think I should introduce شوية شوية gradually?
Try it. Let's see what happens. Especially if you're
Okay.
starting to feel improvement in things, you feel like your body can handle it. Try it. It's always good to see where you stand with that, like how where the it's an indication of how healed the body is. If it can go through you and there's no symptoms, there's nothing, means your digestive system has strengthened. It's able to process, because the hardest thing for the body to process is animal protein. So if it's able to process it and no constipation, no headaches, no bloating, no low energy, no night sweats that night, it means it's good. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
go ahead. You're welcome.
Okay, Dana, yesterday I had for فطار يعني I broke my fast with the vegetable soup, one of your recipes.
Okay.
بس ما حطيتش البيستو، يعني حطيت بس veggies with olive oil وكده.
Hmm.
وبعدين had يعني green salad فيها مثلا almost half an avocado.
Okay.
وبعدين وبرضه alongside cauliflower rice.
Good.
بعدين right after I finished I had dates.
That's fine.
بعدها
Yeah.
that's fine. ما
That's
انا
it.
I said it's fine because ما فيش اي حاجة animal protein او كده. بس
Yeah.
then I started noticing a bloating and gassiness كده و a bit of pain and a
Now you
bit of
had the
constipation.
cauliflower. Yani, if you had
Yeah.
cauliflower rice on its own, if you don't mix it with anything else, cauliflower has the potential to cause bloating. Yeah. So don't, it's not because of it more if I were to say if I was to like be really picky, I would say potentially the combination of cooked and raw, combination of salad and cauliflower rice might have done that. Not the dates. Yeah.
But it's not a bad combination though, right? It's okay.
No,
Yeah,
no.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I had stopped getting bloating أصلا from broccoli and cauliflower يعني
Mm.
because of the detox فخلاص it was completely gone يعني
So
that's why
then
I
it,
didn't understand.
yeah, then definitely sometimes combining a salad, like leafy greens with haga cooked
Oh,
might do that.
okay.
Yeah.
I also noticed something else.
Mm.
Ever since Ramadan started and I started fasting, I can't stand the lemon water.
I told you that at the beginning, right? Like I can't do lemon water when I'm fasting either. There's something, okay? There's something
كفاية
about
مر.
oh,
كفاية مر.
there's something I cannot do lemon water, especially on an empty stomach. Like I can't break my fast with lemon water.
Yes.
Even though it's the first thing I have in the morning on a regular day. So, my
Mm.
stomach's been empty for 14 hours overnight, but somehow the stomach being empty during the day, there's something. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can
Yeah.
have it later.
Sometimes I
You can
don't.
have it later.
Mm. Sometimes I don't even feel like I want it later.
Yeah,
يعني
that's
يعني
fine. That's
have
fine.
taste for. Oh yeah.
That's fine.
But
Listen,
I'm
listen
always
to your
craving
body.
cucumber and celery juice
Yeah.
because I can really feel their hydration. Like I feel like I need the hydration so much.
Yeah.
So I have taste for them, so that's amazing.
Okay, wonderful. And they're gonna hydrate and they're gonna be, healing. So, and there, it's
100%.
always good to remember that every once in a while to take a break from everything, right? If you take a break from the lemon water, take a break from the celery, instead of the smoothie, have a fruit salad. Like instead of something cooked, have something raw. Instead of something raw, have something cooked. Like every once in a while, it's your body will tell you when it's getting bored, right? It'll tell you when it just can't do something anymore. Listen and follow the guidance. Like whatever your body feels like it feels like doing now. Like I haven't had a smoothie really in since August. I've
Mm.
been having them for like years. And then I was like, that's it. That's it.
You know, I was just gonna ask you
Just
today,
fruit salad.
can I later replace my smoothie with fruit salad? I can't, like, I'm really bored.
100%. 100%.
I can't,
A
yes,
hundred percent. Yes. Yeah.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
There's something I did want to mention. I don't know how many people are going to watch the replay. Maybe I'll also put this in a post. A lot of you are asking me and posting in the group and sending me messages about supplements. I just want to remind you, ladies, that supplements are not a must. They're not necessary. Supplements are not what's going to heal you. You're not missing. None of you are deficient in any of the supplements, with the exception, like I said at the beginning, of magnesium. And only because magnesium is called the master mineral. It controls so many things in the body. But I'm getting the impression that everybody's like, okay, well, check this supplement for me, check this supplement for me. None of it is needed. None of it. You need to focus on the core, which is the nutrition. And then after nutrition comes in not in any specific order, but sleep, sunshine, movement, rest, passions. Okay? If you've got all of those, you probably won't need a single supplement, except maybe magnesium. So if you're not getting enough sunshine, don't come and ask me if I should be taking vitamin B12 or I should be something to give you, if you're low on energy. If you're not getting sunshine, you're not getting energy. If you're not, obviously, I'm assuming that the food is in place. If you're not moving, at least most days of the week, and you're complaining of low energy and you want to take a supplement, don't take a supplement until you start moving. Because when a body is not moving, it gets more tired. You think that you're waiting to get more energy to move, but actually it's about generating energy so that you continue to have more energy. So if you're not moving and you're not sleeping, so if you're still sleeping late, if you're, and I know Ramadan now is a temporary situation. Okay, I'm talking about outside of Ramadan. If you're not sleeping by 10 p.m. still, okay, your body will be tired. You will not be able to focus. You will not have enough energy. So if you're trying to use again supplements to replace or to give you that energy or to give you focus or to give you something you feel is missing, but you haven't. You're not sleeping well, you're not moving on a daily basis, you're not resting. So if your cortisol is you're so busy during the day and you're so whether it's between work and family and kids and responsibilities and there's no downtime for you, that's going to keep cortisol high, and no matter what supplement you take, that's not going to work. And if you're not taking care of you and if you're not spending some time, maybe not every day, ideally every day, doing something you love where you're filling up your soul and not filling up your body, no supplement is going to make up for that. So those of you who are still feeling like you want to reach for a supplement and you feel like there's something missing, if you haven't worked on all of that, then no, the supplement doesn't outdo a lifestyle, a deficiency in lifestyle, a deficiency in whether that's nutrients from the sun, whether that's the energy and the rest that you get from sleep, whether that's growth hormone that is triggered by movement and by exercise. So if you're not doing those things, ladies, it's like you can't, for example, we're removing medicine and it's like you want to replace the medicine with supplements. It's still the same thing. We still have to look at the root cause. So if you are on any level feeling like I need my supplements or I should be taking supplements, no, nobody needs supplements. Nobody should be taking anything. They are not the core. They are not what heals. What heals is nutrition, sunshine, movement, sleep, rest, passions. When you've done all of that for at least 3 to 6 months, and something still feels a little bit off, again, we can tweak. But I know all of you, Ramadan aside, from before Ramadan even started, I know most of you are not sleeping well. A lot of you are not moving. A lot of you are not exercising, even basics. A lot of you are not resting, taking time off, focusing on something that you love. And all of this is necessary to create a healthy body. It's not just about the food. We start with the food because it's like your fuel and it's the easiest thing to start with, and because it's the one that has the most direct sort of biochemical impact. But the other things are just as important. So if you're struggling with any of these, let me know. Let me know in the next few weeks before we round off our time together so that you can start to put that piece of the puzzle in place for yourself.
Then I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the maximum daily dose of magnesium? Is it 400 mgs or 800 or
I actually
the
don't know the
healthy?
answer to that because some people, and you would actually need probably to get tested for that if you wanted to know. And then um, I would say a
You mean
doctor
I
would,
would go check my magnesium levels?
yeah,
Like make it,
probably. But
okay,
here's the
run
thing,
it on.
here's the general guideline with magnesium, general, very general, is that you really can't take too much. You'll know that you've taken too much if you start having diarrhea because it's the relaxation mineral. So let's say all of a sudden you start getting just nonstop diarrhea and you've done nothing else. If you're
Oh.
constantly sleepy, really relaxing you. So then cut back. But I would always start with the basic dose that's on the whichever bottle that you're buying.
Okay, so you suggest that each bottle has its own way and its own
Yeah.
dosage. So, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Hi, ladies. Hi, Dina, Perry, Zainab. Anybody have any questions for me today?
Yes, I do have one question.
Go ahead.
Um, okay, so I have not been following the plan ever since I came back to Egypt.
Okay, which
And right now
is when?
I'm like 1, 2 weeks ago, but I'm keeping a clean eating diet though.
Okay.
So right now I just want to go into like the deep detoxing, and I don't know how to do it in Ramadan. Like normally right now I don't have the time because I
Mm,
came back from very late.
mm.
So for iftar I do the lemon water, the celery, and then the smoothie.
Okay.
So if I repeated that during suhoor, I did that for the first 2 days of Ramadan, but I found myself to be really hungry, and the last couple of hours in fasting, I became really tired.
Okay.
So is there a better
Yeah.
to follow? And also if I have like the time between iftar and suhoor, if I'm following a deep detoxing, what can I take like as a sort of a snack or as like I do the apple cucumber juice, but most of the time I don't have the time to do it.
Okay. So you could keep that. One option is to keep what you're doing, but in between, okay, have 1 or 2 meals if you want even of the vegetables and the salad so that you're getting volume of nutrient dense foods. You can keep the lemon celery smoothie at fatar, keep it at suhoor, and then in between, okay, you need to have something in between. You can have one big meal of the vegetables and the salad, or even twice, 2 times. Your other option is to keep the suhoor as is, but for fatar, have the vegetable salad combination at fatar time. And then because it's only vegetables, there's no protein, 2 hours later, have it again. 2 hours after that, have another smoothie or huge fruit salad. And basically, I would do, and this is for anybody who wants to do a deep detox during Ramadan, starting fatar time until suhoor time, and you're deep detoxing, eat every 2 hours something. Either a smoothie, a fruit salad, the vegetable, cooked vegetables, every 2 hours have something so that because when you're doing just fruits and vegetables, you need volume. You need the volume of the nutrients and the hydration to keep you going. So since there's no protein in there, you can literally be refueling your body and giving it what it needs every hour and a half to every 2 hours. Dates, fruits, smoothie, fruit salad, cooked vegetables, between, I think, what time is Fatar in Cairo? 6. So between 6 and 2 or 6 and 3, I'm not sure what the hours are in Cairo. That's 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 5 or 6 times of eating. That's what you would need to do.
Okay, I have another question. Can I sometimes remove the coriander from the berry smoothie? Is it okay?
I mean, it has a very healing properties, right? So then you would be missing the specific healing properties of the coriander. If the taste is bothering you, then I would say decrease it, but don't remove it completely.
Okay. My last question is for the Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, and asparagus.
Yeah.
Can I put them on my salad, like I mix the green salad with them and
Yeah,
instead
of
of eating
course.
each
Yes.
separately?
Yes, yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, thank you then.
You're welcome.
Dana, I have another question.
Go ahead.
Okay, when it comes to hybrid eating,
Mm.
a hybrid cleanse is basically no animal protein and just healthy fats, a bit of healthy fats. That's the only difference between it and the deep detox, right?
Yeah, and we add more celery in there. There's potatoes. There's not that many potatoes in the deep detox.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the first 10 days of Ramadan, the vegan plan for the first 10 days in Ramadan, they're تقريبا hybrid, صح?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's a mix. It's not a very deep detox. It's more of a mix.
Okay. No, it's not a deep detox, I know, but it's considered hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Anything that doesn't have animal protein, it's fruits and vegetables that are cooked is a mid-level detox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding using the castor oil. So when I started using the castor oil for bloating, I noticed that it's increasing my belly hair. So
Oh,
can I
really?
use it only on? Yes,
Okay.
it's horrible.
Oh my
So
goodness.
can I
That
use it
that
only?
quick? That quick?
Yes, I have been using it for 2 weeks and I don't normally have belly hair. And then out of nowhere, I just found like a forest down there. So
Are you doing it overnight?
yes,
Okay, so then the first thing you would do maybe is not do it overnight, maybe just do it for half an hour and then shower, wipe it off. So that's one
okay.
thing, okay? Um, I mean, let's just start with that. Just do it for less time and maybe not every day. Were you doing it every day?
Yes,
Yeah.
because I do have a horrible
Okay.
bloating.
Okay, so let's say if you do still get the bloating every single day, I would just do it for half an hour. And are you doing it with the hot water bottle or just castor oil and going to sleep?
No, just castor oil and going to sleep.
Okay, then in this instance, I would do the original sort of what's called castor oil pack, just 20 or 30 minutes, and put a hot water bottle on, around your liver area, so around your right side, and then go and wash it off.
Okay.
Okay.
But I've also seen a couple of people doing it on their belly buttons and then they do like a sort of a
Mm,
band-aid on it. They sleep with
yes,
it. What
you
do
can
you think
try
of
that.
that?
You can try that also. I'm not actually sure because in terms of bloating and stuff, we want to get the liver, which is up here, right? So the original, ancient castor oil pack is about putting it on the liver. So experiment. Try and see if you put it in the belly button, if that relieves your bloating on its own, if you can do that and leave it overnight, if that's as effective. And if not, then go back to the full abdominal one, but just half an hour.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, ladies?
I
We
have a question that I think you have been asked for a million times,
no problem.
but if I want to build like muscles and then I started going back to training, is doing like the deep detoxing during Ramadan, especially while training, would it be enough to be able to reduce like the fat and then build my muscles?
Yes. Yes.
So I don't need to add like any legumes or whatever.
I mean, one of the fastest ways to lose fat is just to eat fruits and vegetables or even just fruits. And you can still work out, you can still build muscle, you can still do all of that.
Okay. Okay. The last one would be about the sun. The sun.
Mhm.
So I just heard the skin sessions yesterday, and you
Okay.
were talking that the sun is not actually harmful and we don't need sunscreen.
No.
Is that so? Because every single time I go to a dermatologist or anyone, they just screen sunscreen in front of my face.
Right. I mean, do we really think God created the sun and then created it to harm us? The sun is the giver of all life. If something happens to the sun, the whole earth would die. We'd have no food, the animals would die, the plants would die. We are literally nothing without the sun. The whole issue with the sun is another one of those fear-mongering, scenarios that was created in the 50s, basically to sell sunscreen. We do have to be smart about it. You can't get burned in the sun, so nobody wants to get burned. But if you are just out and about on a daily basis, running your errands, coming from work, going home, running around, nobody needs sunscreen for that. Like I said in the class, the only time and the reason people are getting sick is because of vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency is huge in many people who have autoimmune conditions, diabetes, all sorts of conditions. And vitamin D comes from the sun, and it's because people are mistakenly being told to avoid the sun. So getting back into the sunshine, all you need is about 20 or 30 minutes in the morning. Like I said, with most of your body uncovered if possible. It's not enough just to get it on your face. Um, and and just to remind yourself that the sun was there before humans were there. God is not going to create something that's going to harm us. And and you can see that skin cancer has not decreased. If you look at the statistics, has not decreased with sunscreen. In fact, it's on the rise. And the reason it's on the rise is because you put this chemical concoction on your skin and basically go out and fry your skin with the chemicals outside in the sun. So it's not the sun that creates the problem. It's the frying of the chemicals on your skin that creates the problem. So it's key. I don't know if you heard the very first part of my call today, Zainab, when I was saying in terms of health, because some of the ladies are very concerned about supplements and supplementation. Like supplements don't heal, and you can't be looking to supplements if you still haven't prioritized sleep, sunshine. It's one of the pillars of health, sunshine. If you're not getting sunshine, proper sunshine, enough sunshine on a daily basis, there will be something off in your health. And sunshine is so important for so many other things in terms of setting the circadian rhythm and, obviously in terms of vitamin D. So this is a whole other myth, like so many, unfortunately, myths that this is something to be feared. Obviously, if it's winter time, and you're going to go from staying indoors and being bundled up, and then you're going to go to the beach for the first time in 4 months, and you're going to spend 6 hours on the beach. Yeah, you need to protect yourself because your skin has not been trained to be in the sun that long. And the bigger problem with skin, obviously, is has it been primed internally to be able to handle the sun? And if most people are eating inflammatory foods, right? So that's literally like flammable foods, as soon as they go out to the sun, they're going to get burned. So all of you here have you're working around that. So then the next thing would be, right, how much time am I going to be in the sun? And if you are going to be in the sun all of a sudden many, many hours, then definitely you want a sunscreen, but you want then a natural mineral sunscreen, not the one with all the chemicals in it. But on a whole, never ever fear the sun. And if you're not at the beach, you don't need sunscreen. If you're in your day-to-day, you don't need sunscreen. And you don't need the makeup with the sunscreen. You don't need anything. And it doesn't cause pigmentation. Pigmentation is an internal issue. It's caused by toxins being released by the liver. It's not caused by the sun. I don't know if I told you guys this story because I've had so many groups. After my father passed away, this was October 2023, I didn't leave the house for 2 months. And I was eating all sorts of crap. I either wasn't eating, or if I was eating, I was drinking like the mocha frappuccinos, like sugar, just sugar, cookies, sandwiches. Like there wasn't a fruit or vegetable in sight. I just didn't want to. I wasn't in it's if anybody's been through grief, you either don't eat or you eat everything that's wrong. And then I didn't leave the house for 2 months, and my husband would wake up in the morning. He'd open the window, get dressed, do whatever he needs, and I was completely depressed in bed. He would then close the window, close the curtains and leave. And that was like I saw the sun through a window for like 15 minutes a day. At the end of the 2 months, I remember I woke up and I was just washing my face and I had a brown spot right there, a brand new brown spot. Hadn't left the house in 2 months. It was a result. And then I had a whole bunch of other symptoms that came back as well. And that was one of them, right? Toxic buildup in the body, the liver trying to get rid of it. There was no sunshine and a dark patch right there, a brand new pigmentation right there. Pigmentation doesn't happen from the sunshine, ladies. It happens from, they're called dermatoxins. Derma is your skin, toxins coming out through the skin, and they're mostly coming from the liver because the liver is unable to handle the load of toxins in your body. What is natural sunscreen? Black Lotus has one, Dina. Black Lotus in Cairo, as far as I know. Maybe Meraki also have one. Those are the two that I know of in Egypt. So if you do have brown, sorry, who was talking?
I was talking to, so that's for what about like when they talk about the wrinkles? Because every single time my dermatologist is saying, okay, if you didn't use sunscreen, you are gonna have wrinkles and all of these crap.
Wrinkles happens as a result of, let me just pull this up because there's some terms that I can never remember. So it happens as a result of, okay, your skin pinching from the inside. And the reason it pinches from the inside, okay, is a process called glycation, okay? And glycation happens from something called advanced glycation end products, okay? Advanced glycation end products are basically a combination of sugar, so anything that's processed sugar. It comes from anything that turns into processed sugar in the body. It comes from anything fried in the body. It comes from anything that is highly processed, like seed oils, okay? And the glycation process is basically how fast or how slow your body, any part of your body ages. And advanced glycation end products, okay, can weaken depending on how much of these foods you're eating. The processed sugars, fried foods, too much animal protein also will do this. Basically, most of the inflammatory foods are going to speed up this process. So what happens is you have the sugar molecules. It's mostly the processed sugar that's the problem, and I would say seed oils are a big one too. They attach to your collagen. You're born with collagen and you're born with elastin, these two things, right? They keep your skin looking young. So when you have the sugar molecules, you have the seed oils, remember your skin is an organ with cells just like all your other organs. So when you eat, you're feeding the cells of your skin the same way you're feeding the cells of your eyes and your liver and your nails and your lungs in exactly the same way. So if the cells of your skin, so in the same way that the cells of your uterus, right, or the cells of your liver or the cells of your thyroid or any part of your body starts to malfunction because it's not being fed properly, the same thing happens to the cells in your skin. So if the cells in your skin are being fed processed sugar and seed oils and junk food and they're not being hydrated, okay, they shrivel up. And that's how you get a wrinkle. That's it. It's not because you sat in the sun. It's because inside all the trillions of cells that make up your skin and support the collagen and support the elastin, they become weak. Their job is to make your skin look plump. The job of the cells in your skin is to make your skin look healthy and glowy and plump. And they can't do that when they're not being fed nutrition that can make your skin look plump and glowy and dewy and non-wrinkly. So it's not about applying creams and lotions. A skin issue is an internal problem. You have to learn to refeed your skin, properly feed and hydrate your skin cells so that you can see the change. It never happens from the sun, ever. And of course, we know, and the foods that feed collagen, so they also tell you, go take collagen supplements, taking collagen supplement is like saying, go eat more brains so you can have more brains. Doesn't make any sense. You need to eat the foods that stimulate the collagen that you have. It needs to be stimulated, not just, even if you were going to take a collagen supplement, let's say for argument's sake, it works by just like, you know, adding the collagen to your skin. Collagen still needs to be stimulated in order for you to feel like you have collagen. It's not enough to just, attach it to your skin or just bring it in from through a supplement. It has to be stimulated. So what stimulates collagen are live minerals, live vitamins, live hydration, the enzymes, the pectins, the antioxidants, all of which are found in only raw fruits and vegetables. No other food can do this. No cooked food can do this, and no creams can do this. So the solution, I mean, and doctors like dermatologists are no different than any other doctors, right? If he doesn't know to prescribe a cream, then he doesn't have a job. If he tells you just go eat fruits and vegetables, and then you just go and eat fruits and vegetables and you get glowing skin and your wrinkles disappear and your pigmentation disappears, then he can't give you a cream, he can't give you Botox, he can't give you fillers. He doesn't have a job. Unfortunately, this is just how it works. So none of this works to slow down. I mean, there is a natural, as we get older, all our organs naturally slow down, but it's how fast are they going to slow down? How fast are they going to break down is what you're in control of. So the more you eat the foods that erode from the inside out, all your organs, including your skin, the faster you're going to see everything slow down, the faster you're going to see the erosion show up, whether that's in your organs, whether that's in your joints, whether that's in your skin. That's internal erosion caused by the inflammatory foods. So the sun, created by God, is a superpower. It's there to give us life. It's there to give us vitamin D. It's there to give us it's nutrition all on its own. Skin that has been regularly exposed to sunshine actually doesn't wrinkle, doesn't get pigmentation. So you also have to train your skin little by little to be exposed to the sun and not be afraid of the sun. You're welcome,
Then
Dean.
I have to ask you.
1 second hint. Perry wants to know how
Oh,
to heal existing. So the one easy way is to use, obviously, it has to start from the inside. So as soon as you stop taking in the inflammatory foods and taking in toxins from your lotions and potions and all of these things, okay, you relax the load on the liver. So then the liver doesn't have to release the toxins through your skin through pigmentation. This is an absolute must. If it's not working, if you haven't addressed the solution internally, there really is nothing else that you can do. Everything else will be temporary. And I've seen it. I've seen women who have melasma and pigmentation, and they go and do the treatments and the lasers and the creams, and then it all comes back again. And then they use sunscreen and they keep using sunscreen and then go onto the sun, they use sunscreen, then the melasma comes back again. The reason it comes back again is because she's still drinking coffee, she's still eating cheese and bread and pasta and eating seed oil. She's done nothing to address nutrition. So the topical treatments will work temporarily. What we want to do is address it so it gets to the root cause. So that's number one, Perry. Once you're working on the root cause, then you can definitely support from externally as well. And one of the easiest ways is baking soda. So you can make a little paste of just water, a little bit of baking soda, and apply it to the patch. If you are able to, I use an incredible oil from Living Libations, which is my favorite natural company. If you're able to get that, I'll give you the link for that. This works like magic. So this is what I would personally recommend for anybody who is doing the inner work and wants some support externally as well. Hind, go ahead.
yeah, speaking of that, I had the dark pigmentation on one of my big toes. And I noticed a few days ago while I was wearing my socks, oh my God, this has almost not disappeared, but
Yeah,
it started becoming very light, much lighter than before.
yeah,
And I've been living with that pigmentation for years. Like
yeah,
I can't even remember
yeah.
when the last time I saw my toe from that area is white. It's becoming whiter. I'm not saying it has vanished completely, but I noticed the difference, and it really it stopped me, it paused me for a minute.
And how much
Um,
sunshine does your toe get?
None.
Exactly.
Except when I'm on the beach in summer, yani if
Exactly.
I go.
I mean the here's the remember I don't know if I said this in the class either. You know when somebody gets older, the older the seniors, right? Senior citizens, grandparents, and they all get the brown spots right here. All of them. They get the
Oh,
okay. What are those called?
I have no idea.
They have a name and everybody knows it.
The dark pigmentation?
Yeah, they get these like little like dots, dots, dots.
Eczema?
They're called
Eczema?
they call them liver spots.
Freckles.
They call them
Liver.
liver spots, right? So these are called liver spots. Rightfully so. Okay. And even a dermatologist, any doctor's going to tell you this is a sign of liver weakness when it shows up on an old person. And pay attention to old people's hands here. They're dotted like this. Some of them have darker blotches, bigger blotches. Okay. And any doctor will tell you this is a liver spot. But, but because the person's old, you know what I mean? It's a sign of the liver failing, which is supposed to happen when you're older. But if this is called a liver spot, why is this called a sunspot on the face? It's the same thing.
Mm.
It's the same things because they can't make money off of it. If they call it a liver spot and they tell you go and eat and fix your liver and it's going to fade. So you can see why, the discrepancy there. Perry, if you can please tag me in the group or email me and I'll send you that link. So yeah, it's all internal. The body responds to everything and the body responds correctly. Your toe doesn't even see the sun, right? And
Yes, exactly.
there
Yes.
it is.
And speaking of that, I also have a question. How do some people say that they thrive on carnivore diets? Like, I've never been convinced of that, to be honest. Even like
Um,
my,
they 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 will thrive for a while, so they're not lying, okay? Because what do people who do carnivore, what do they have to do as part of the carnivore diet is they have to remove processed carbs. So people who do
yes.
keto are by default removing bread and pasta and cereals and all grains and everything processed, okay? So there's definitely an initial boost because you've removed highly inflammatory foods, 100%. But I can't tell you the number of women who have come to me after doing keto, and in all fairness, keto tends to work a little bit better for men than it does for women. Okay,
Mm.
that amount of high fat content, high animal protein eventually, keyword being eventually, interferes with hormonal function. It might take somebody 3 months to feel it. It might take somebody 2 years to feel it. But eventually, when you are not eating anything except high fat, high protein, you're not getting any of the sugars and the healing properties in fruits and vegetables, the body is going to show that. So when people are at the beginning of keto, 2 months in, they feel great because they got rid of the stuff that is poisonous on all levels, whether you're doing keto or fruit or clean eating. For all of those, everybody gets rid of the toxic foods, so they feel good. But long term, what we're looking at is long term, okay? So long term keto, the problem is the fatty liver, the problem is the heart disease, the problem is animal protein is on the acidic side, so it can lead to cancer. So it's not that, like I always say, depending on where you are and what your issue is, you don't have to remove animal protein completely. You have to be very discerning. Like if you're somebody who has cancer, if you have an autoimmune, you have a serious condition, then it needs to go while you heal. After you've healed, can you bring it back in large quantities when your body has already been susceptible? Your terrain has already been susceptible to a condition? I would say no. I would say you have to be super careful with it. You need to make sure always that it's whatever you bring in that's acidic is in the minority of what you're eating, not the majority. So it's all about long term. Yes, you might be feeling great now, but you also have to think of what could potentially happen to my body long term when I'm just eating animal protein and I'm not eating enough of the healing foods, especially fiber. So keto also, like, there's no fiber there, and fiber only comes from fruits and vegetables, and fiber is key. So This is why it's confusing when you see people say, I'm doing really well on keto. Those are the reasons why.
Okay, you said that nuts fall under the category of grains, right? Like quinoa, rice.
Generally, right? So they are in that category where it's not just go and have as much as you want, right? Even though they're considered healthy. You do have to choose the right type. You do have to make sure they're raw. You do have to make sure they're soaked. You do have to make sure they're stored properly. You do have to make sure you don't get a reaction.
Okay, so they follow the same rules of the combination, right?
Yeah.
With the grains.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I do have a question regarding dandruff.
Dandruff.
So, yes, when I started eating healthy, I noticed that my skin and my hair, especially, and my face are not getting as oily.
Mm.
However, despite me not having oily hair, I still have a lot of dandruff, and I don't know why.
So dandruff is again toxicity leaving through your scalp. So dandruff means the body has reached such a high level of toxins, it's elevated to the point where now it's just literally coming out through your scalp. So it's annoying, it's itchy, it's uncomfortable, but this is sort of like when somebody has a breakout. It's a breakout, but it's in the scalp. So the toxicity flakes off and goes away. So it's a sign of being overloaded with toxins, but once you start detoxing, it's also a sign of removal of toxins. So you need to be patient with it.
What can I use if I don't want to use like the commercial shampoos and serums?
So there's, we said there's Black Lotus, there's yes, there's Doise. That's a new brand to me. One of the ladies in this group introduced me to it, but it seems to be, when I look at the list of ingredients, it seems to be super clean. So that's something that you can try. Um, I've never tried it, but I always see it, and I know some people just wash their hair with like apple cider vinegar, literally just
I was gonna ask about that right now.
yeah. I mean, I don't see why not, right? Why not? I actually even know people who stopped washing their hair completely with any kind of product. Just water, and then it's a process. So what I understood from them, and obviously it goes through phases where the hair gets really, really, really dirty, really, really, really oily, like really reaches a gross phase, but then everything neutralizes and the hair goes back to being totally normal, and then they never ever have to wash their hair again. Just something to think about. It's been done. So I don't see why apple cider vinegar would be any less, crazy if you want. But people who stopped washing their hair swear by it. Stop washing
I
it.
also have a suggestion for hair.
Sorry?
I also have a suggestion for washing your hair. I bought a pure castle soap from Black
Yeah.
Lotus made from 100% olive oil,
Yeah.
and that's it without any additives.
Yeah, that's
I
also
wash
an
my hair
option.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Lotus also has like bars, like soap bars, and one of them I think can be used as a shampoo. It's labeled as a hair shampoo bar. There are soap bars that you use to clean your hands, but they also have one that is used as a shampoo. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hind.
You're welcome. Dana, in case I'm going to use Shilajit, if it's pure,
Yeah.
how do I use it? Like first thing in the morning, after food? Like I've noticed that it brought me nausea before, so it's not something.
If it then it's too strong. You have the powder?
No, the resin.
That might be just too strong. It is a very, very strong supplement. It's a very strong supplement. It's not something that I would just say like people just sort of go for it without having done anything else. Um, and if it's caused you nausea before, that means it's going very deep. It's healing
Yeah.
very, very quickly. Yeah.
So should I
I
focus on an
wouldn't I
empty
wouldn't
stomach?
I wouldn't do that for you right now. We need to heal slowly, slowly.
Okay.
Like
I
not
I used to have nausea way before starting the program. I stopped it in summer because it was horrible,
mm.
but I haven't tried it now. I
Yeah.
don't
No,
know
let's
how it's gonna work.
for you it really feels like it's about less is more right now. So
Yeah.
let's just move at an easy pace without adding anything in.
Okay.
Okay.
But in case I'm gonna start it later, should it better be on an empty stomach or after food or
No, I would say with food, especially if it causes nausea.
okay. With food? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Anything else, ladies? Any other questions for me today? Don't forget there
I
are.
do have one last question.
Go ahead, Zina.
I know I'm a lot with my questions today, but thank God this time I forgot to, I remembered to join.
Good.
I have a question regarding the gua sha, like the gua sha massages and then the
Yeah,
tool itself and the lymphatic. Does it actually work?
I do gua sha almost every day. Yes, it does work. I do gua sha and face yoga.
Okay, so is it best to do it like while I'm doing while I have the castor oil to sink in for a few minutes? Can I do it with the castor oil on and then I wash my face, or how
After
should I
after you've
do it?
washed, after because it's too sticky when it's on it. When the castor oil is still there, it's too sticky to do the gua sha. Once you've washed it, your face is going to be soft and moisturized, then you can do it.
But do I need something to make it softer, like when I'm doing the massage? Because normally they say use it with oil. I didn't use it, so I don't.
Once you're done with the castor oil, are you talking about you doing the oil cleansing method on your face, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
don't.
Yeah, once you do that and once you're done, your face is soft. You don't need to add. You might maybe, if you want, I would drop maybe just a little drop of something like jojoba oil or something. If you feel like maybe you need something to make the gua sha glide maybe a little bit smoother, but the castor oil is too heavy and it's too heavy to manipulate and it's a treatment. So you don't want to do gua sha when you are in the middle of treating your face. It's something you do once you've cleaned your face already. It was when you do gua sha. So once you've cleaned and it's done, and if you still feel like it's not that smooth, you want to put a drop of something, then do jojoba or something. But once you're done with the oil cleansing method.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Guys, is it okay if I break my fast at any point with fruits?
Of course. You can do anything with fruits. You never have to ask about fruits. You want to break your fast with fruits. You want to eat nothing but fruits while you're fasting. You want to have fruits for sahur. Fruits are like the easiest, most healing foods. You can have any fruit, anytime, any quantity. Yeah.
Okay. I can't seem to find any ashwagandha in Egypt, proper source, except for capsules, and I'm suspicious of the capsules, to be honest.
Mm. Then, like
Um,
I said, it's not necessary. So this
yeah,
is
I'm
when I
using it
talk
for,
about
I want to
supplements,
use it
ladies,
for,
don't stress yourselves out. Okay.
it's for the cortisol because I feel like I need something to relax me over time.
I would do the exercises I recommended for you.
Okay.
They're gonna be perhaps more effective than the ashwagandha.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Everybody good? Okay, ladies.
Thank you.
Lemon balm is very good for relaxation, 100%, because lemon balm relaxes the nerves in your digestive system. So if that's something that's definitely something to add in if you haven't. Yeah.
No, I do every day, of course. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay. Thank you for that, Dina, for that reminder. All right, ladies, I will see you all on Sunday, inshallah. Please don't forget to look at the journal prompts. They're still coming in the group. Look at the journal prompts so that you can continue to think like, yeah, I know it's Ramadan, maybe it's also Lent for some of you. There's a lot of spiritual things going on, maybe family gatherings. But make sure to look at the prompts, make sure to go back and rewatch, make sure to keep yourself in the momentum and the motivation of it. All right, ladies, and always, as always, keep your questions coming. All right.
Thank you, Dana.
You're
Yeah,
welcome. Have an amazing rest of
bye.
your day.
You
Bye, Lily.
too.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.